is great evidence.
And I swear to God, someone was watching me.
Hello and welcome to Wales. This week I brought you to a place where hundreds of people were tried for their crimes and ultimately some of them paid the price. Allegedly, some of their spirits refused to leave the judges' lodgings in Prestine. It was the murder of a judge in Rhayader in the 1530s that inspired the building of the judges' lodgings. Rhayader was originally chosen as the venue for the court of the King's Great Sessions, but after the murder it was deemed unsafe for the appointed judges. In 1542, Prestine was chosen as an alternative, and its life as the legal seat of Ragnarshire was set for more than 400 years. In 1826, an architect was engaged to start designs for a new shire hall to house the judges and courts, and in 1829, the judges' lodgings we see today was finished. The first sessions were held on the 24th of August, when a horse thief was sentenced to death, later commuted to transportation for life, and a man who had stolen clothing from his employer was likewise sentenced to transportation. Many dangerous criminals have passed through here, and many a judge stayed over the years, so no wonder there are stories that not all of them have left. Dark shadows are seen wandering the courtrooms and living quarters alike. Doors slam around the building in the dead of night. Strange groans are heard coming from empty cells, and the crying of an executed young girl said to be looking for the baby she murdered echoes through the all but deserted corridors. With all that in mind, I had to bring my team to the judges' lodgings for a two-part special. The upper floors are said to be haunted by the ghost of a woman dressed in white, and she's said to walk straight through closed doors. Also, the ghost of a large man has been seen walking along the corridors, preceded by heavy footsteps.
Whatever lurks in these upper rooms seemed to want to make itself known to us. As soon as we cut filming, objects started to be thrown.
Oh, well, just explain what's happening.
We'll just cut camera again after me doing a piece to camera, and tapping. But Greg, you've been saying as we were doing the piece of camera you could hear all the noise, the banging, and then we've just heard a big clattering noise like something's fallen onto the wooden floors, and there's nothing here. Was it definitely in this room?
I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye, sort of bounce across the doorway or the door frame there. But all the time we were gearing up to do the shoot, we had what sounded like banging noises on the floor.
Yeah. Well, should we just do the piece of camera again and see?
Sounds like
nothing in here. There's not. Can't get it.
No one. I was just trying to say there's no one out there to do this to.
But what's on the floor? There's nothing on the floor.
It sounded like running.
No, to me it sounded like somebody dropping something on the floor, like wood on wood or something.
There's a metal thing there, but it's behind there. No one could have moved that to there.
Something had fallen off something.
Should we try? Listen. I could feel it under my feet.
Harvey.
No. Hello? Are you happy with us being here? 2 for yes, 1 for no?
I can hear
That's
that.
a yes.
Yeah.
Are you quite excited with us being here? Oh, yeah, you are. It's doing this.
I can hear it, yeah.
I can feel it under my feet.
Where do you
Should
think
we
it's coming from?
Well, I can feel it under my feet.
Because I can hear it here as well.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Should we try and do a piece of camera again?
Yeah, let's
But
try and
let's
do it.
not cut.
Yeah.
Can you click
I
it
agree,
straight
yeah.
on the legs?
Yeah. Still rolling.
So we replayed our footsteps to the letter to see if the same occurrence happened.
Okay, I've cut camera.
Okay, cut camera. We're walking
Okay.
out now. Where are we going to now? Everybody, come on.
No.
There you go. You are kidding me. What's going on?
There's nothing on the floor.
What's going on?
No, that's always been there.
No, I'm just saying it's not this fast, is it?
No.
Sounds like it's on the
Floor.
It's like a gun holder.
Listen. What's that? Ah.
No, there's a couple of those around. But there's one over there in that room, but it's over in the corner.
But Greg, that's what that sounded like to me.
Yeah, but it sounded in this room.
It sounded like it came in here.
That's, I know you're right. But is that not from another time when we've heard it bang before, but we couldn't find it? Was it?
Possibly. That sounds different. The way you
It
dropped
does,
it then
yeah.
sounds different.
Let's go to the other room. Let's go. Should we take these legs with us? Jesus. There. See it?
It's still rocking. No, it's still rocking.
That was there before.
But that
So
was,
that's moved. It's not moved far though.
you've seen that?
Yes.
Wait, is it an inkwell? It's an inkwell, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you put the pens
Oh
on the
yeah,
top.
it's old as well.
And there's the other one there by the windowsill. So I think we found the two things that are making the noise.
If you saw that behind there,
Yes.
that's just made a sound,
Yeah.
and we've just seen it rocking.
Yeah.
No one's in this room. We're all in that
I
room.
know, it's
It can't
fantastic.
be anything.
No. Put it back.
I'm going to put it on there. See
Yeah.
if we come back from that.
Well, should we now go in the other room now?
Yes.
Yeah.
How bizarre is that?
That was crazy.
It was so good though.
How bizarre is that?
Yeah, totally. As you're walking through, the floorboards are really weak in this place. So you sort of squeeze down, it sounds like over there.
Yeah.
That was definitely stuff being thrown
Yeah,
around,
yeah.
bouncing around.
Well, that one was still moving. You filmed it.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's why I love it. But when no one's in a room, you hear a bang, and you go in, and something's still moving, so you know it's that.
Yeah.
And we got your witness, Greg, the fact that where it was before.
Right, let's go to
Let's
the
go
other
to the next
room.
bit.
It's almost like you want to just keep rolling.
I know.
You just don't know, do
I
you?
do, I don't want to cut. I need to come back looking for the light when we set up downstairs.
Yeah, I'm just going to get the. We'll do the next bit here, Greg. Yeah.
Yep.
Do you
Shall I
like?
stay here on the stairs?
Yeah, Greg likes the stairs.
Okay. I do like a staircase.
Not my fault.
Wow. Well, they don't mean us any. Well, I didn't ask them. Do they mean harm?
I don't think they do. I just think they're excited we're here.
And so we continued, but the judge's lodgings wasn't finished with us yet.
The living quarters in the building are lavish, fit for a king. But at night time, the whole building takes on a completely different feel. Spirits are said to roam in abundance. Dark shadows are seen flitting in and out of the rooms and along the corridors. And objects move all on their own. In the cells below the courtroom, strange ghostly noises can be heard, growling and groaning. The door slams all on its own, followed by heavy pounding that can be heard echoing throughout the rest of the corridors. After the prisoners leave the cells, they walk slowly down the dimly lit passageways towards the courtroom above. And this is where they would face their final judgment. Staff and visitors alike have heard noises and voices coming from this room, as if a court is in session. But when they walk in, it's completely empty. In its day, this kitchen would have been full of people preparing food. Although they've long gone, they like to make their presence known by throwing objects at poor, unsuspecting guests and visitors.
And similar to the upper bedroom, as soon as the camera stopped filming, something was thrown.
That was a bit odd. Where did it sounded like it was from here. Oh my God! It's a fork.
How was that? Right, who else is in here with us?
Just explain what happened.
Yeah, okay, so we just finished doing a piece to camera and we were just leaving the room. We were all over that side of the room and we heard a clattering and we just found this fork on the floor. And the piece to camera, I've just been talking about objects flying around on their own. So I don't know where that's from. Cutlery's over there. And then we've just heard another clatter. Here, and it's a knife.
Two knives.
Two knives, no, a knife and a fork.
A knife and a fork.
Okay. Thank you very much. If it wasn't cutlery.
Right, there's no one up this end.
Okay.
What is it?
That is a
What is
pudding.
that?
That's a pudding mould. Okay. Thank you. That's great. That's come off here. Now nobody was on this side here.
That's the case.
That's brilliant.
And both cameras are rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we do some more? That would be brilliant. That's a wooden spoon. It's here. I actually saw the end of that come down. That's a wooden spoon. I don't know where that's coming from. That could have come from up here, perhaps. Thank you.
Well, we've only just started. We're just doing your pieces to camera.
Yeah. And there's only the three of us in this room.
There's no one on this floor.
And you and I are on the cameras.
We're on cameras.
And Yvette's right there in front of
That's,
us.
yeah, that's you. Yeah, but that's extraordinary. That's brilliant. Can you, I think do you know, the weird thing is if you start to ask for things to happen, it's almost like it'll do it when it wants to do it.
But that was so much in a short time.
Yeah.
It was literally bang, 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 bang.
Yeah,
That's
that was
great.
incredible. And
Well,
stuff from all over the room as
Yeah,
well.
but that's what's reported to happen in here, isn't it? But why? Why is it I'm still here and letting everybody know they're still here, or is it get out of my kitchen?
It wasn't thrown at any of us.
No.
It was just thrown around, so I don't
Yeah.
think there's any malicious intent.
Oh, I've caught that. I've caught that.
I caught the end of it. I saw it. Now that
Bread bin? Was it that?
it was that I saw that.
That bread bin was on the end of here earlier on.
Oh God, it was
You
when
were
you
there.
were.
Literally, yeah, because I nearly knocked it
Because
off.
I said, watch
About
yourself
a minute,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. It seems every time we're moving, we're leaving.
I know. Did you get that on camera, Carl?
I caught
The end
literally
of it.
the end of it as it was sort of bouncing in there. And I span round straight away.
Malicious intent.
Oh, I've caught that. I've caught that.
I caught the end of it. I saw it.
Malicious intent.
Oh, I've caught that. I've caught that.
I caught the end of it. I saw it.
Malicious intent.
Oh, I've caught that. I've caught that.
I caught the end of it. I saw it. Wow.
What a great start.
I know. Well, thank you, whoever you are. And we will be back. We're going on to do our next piece to camera. We just started. Great. I'm just thinking, now it's going to happen now.
I'm kind of waiting for it to.
Hello?
I don't want to cut, but I kind of want to cut. But let's cut and
As soon as you cut, you know something else is going on.
I know, of course, yeah.
Thank you, whoever you are. It'd be great if you could show yourself to us tonight. Or use your voice. That's what we really like to see. Something's just moved down here. Oh my God, I've got this. Yeah. We're in for a bit of a night tonight, guys. I'm just telling you now. Come on then, let's carry on.
And so, with some eventful pieces to camera finished, I was eager to get Glenn's perspective on the judge's lodgings.
So Glenn, this was sort of where it happened. I was doing a piece to camera.
Yep.
And we were sort of just getting ready to leave and go into another room, and we all heard something clattering in this room next door.
Okay.
So I'm reenacting it with you.
Right.
So we all picked up, we all ran in here. What the hell was that noise? What was that noise? We all came in here and we couldn't find anything.
Right.
There was nothing on the floor, nowhere. Yeah?
Right.
Now that door there,
Yeah.
at first I couldn't get it open. Like, can you feel? Just feel it.
Yeah.
It's a bit hard.
It pulls a little bit,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
So then had a look outside, and then we ran with the cameras. Ran. All the way to the stairs here
Yeah.
to look down, and there was nobody here.
Right.
So now this happened, I would say, about 3, maybe 4 times.
Okay.
And each time something had been thrown, or it seemed we couldn't find it. It was only on the penultimate and the last time did we discover 2 inkwells, silver inkwells, and we think that that's what made the noise. But as we were all leaving, we were at this end of the room, it happened in there.
Right.
Not just once, but I think 4 times in total. So it wasn't just something falling off. It wasn't one of us nudging it. It was something that was being thrown or dropped with force.
There's an act of deliberate activity.
Yeah, and it's what's been reported throughout the whole of this building. So we had poltergeist activity. Then we had knocking and banging. I said, do you want us to be here? And it's happening now.
Tapping, yeah.
This is what we're having. Always getting loud.
Great.
What do you think?
Well, the thing is with poltergeist activity is you can't predict where it's going to happen. We're always looking the other way when it does, because even if you were looking at the right place at the right time, somebody would say, oh, they must have known it was going to happen from there. You can't win either way. But, you know, the holy grail for me would be to watch, say, for example, something off the mantelpiece, lift up, move along and drop on the floor, you know, because that's anti-gravity, isn't it? You know, even if you're not looking at it from a paranormal point of view, that's a weird science going on right there, isn't it? And to see that'd be absolutely incredible. So it's all very well hearing something from another room falling or being thrown, but to witness it and capture it as it happens from start to finish, that would be what I would love to see tonight.
The thing is, Glenn, it happened in a room where there was no one at all. How do you account for that?
Well, as we've just seen, you can go all the way around. There's always going to be that element of doubt for anyone watching at home. I know, because I'm here, but...
We're all on camera.
We're all on camera, but who knows? There's always a possibility there could have been someone in there and then running out through that other door whilst you came in that way. You know that's not the case.
Yeah.
I know that's not the case, but there'll always be those who could say that.
Of course.
And you know, you've got to consider that as well.
I know, I understand. Let's go to the kitchen because I want to show you where other stuff was happening as well. Come again.
Right. Come through the other door. Oh, you have.
See? Anything? Anything?
I can't see what it was.
Nothing? See, that's where look, that's what happened last time. This thing...
Did you just nudge something when you went past? Did you?
I didn't, no, not that I'm aware of. That's something that's come through from there.
What is that?
It's very heavy. It's like a model top hat, isn't it? But, or is it part of an inkwell?
I don't know.
That's the lead part in the middle of an inkwell.
It's cold.
Hello? Did you just throw this? Well,
It wasn't lodged anywhere, Greg. You might have accidentally knocked it just to...
No, I was further in the room as far as I know, and it came backwards.
It was rolling around on the floor here by the time I got down here.
Yeah.
see, now it's every time we seem to make a move to go out. This is what happened last time.
Right.
So, I think we should go to the kitchen. I want to show you another area where similar stuff happened. But now, what I want to ask you is that you... Oh my God, look.
What? Oh, look.
There.
Oh, there you go.
That's it. The ink seems to like the inkwells.
Right.
Now you've experienced it.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Well, I think it's great evidence. Again, what we really need to see is to see it move. We're seeing the after effects of something moving. It'd be wonderful for us all if we saw it. You know, I know there was no one else up here. You know there's no one else up here. It's just us.
Yeah.
But the next thing after that is for us to see something
Yes.
being moved
I
in the
agree with
process
you.
of moving. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I mean, we've had it before. I've had it before. The rest of the crew have seen things with their own eyes move. We've caught things on camera, the wheelchair, for instance.
Yeah.
We've caught lots of things. Knocking is happening at the same time. But this room seems to be, in my opinion, a classic room where this is classic poltergeist activity. It seems to happen when you're leaving or you're moving away. Now, I don't know why that is.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this back here.
Yeah.
Shall we go now?
Yes. Do you want me to go that way and you go that way, or shall we go out the same way?
Carl, you go with Glenn, and Greg, you go with me. And let's
see you in the hallway.
Let's just go slowly. Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit dark here, Carl.
I've got
Watch
no
that
light
chair.
on here, but I can just about see you.
Right.
Right.
Oh my God, it's walking around in the dark
That ain't
room.
well still there.
I'm saying that I can't even see you at all.
Okay.
I can see you now.
Oh, yeah.
Still a bit of you anyway.
There we go, nothing.
So where we go? Kitchen?
Kitchen.
Right, let's go.
And it's almost as well, if you start talking about anything else but them.
Yeah.
It's almost like, hello, excuse me.
Don't be rude.
Don't be rude. Talk about me
You're
some more.
ignoring
Thank
us.
you very much. So Glenn, we find this, don't we, in a lot of the locations we come to. You've got your main area, you know, like we say, the courthouse or the main part of a big grand house.
Yep.
And then you come down into the kitchen, you know, the servants' quarters or the attic, and it's quite sparse, isn't it, compared to the rest of the building?
Yeah, certainly less grand, isn't it? But,
Yeah.
but functional for
Yeah.
what it was.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of people here have witnessed the sounds of hustle and bustle of kitchen life as it would have been, you know, 100, 200 years ago. So, you know, why are they hearing this? Is this stone tape theory?
Yeah.
Or are they really witnessing ghostly phenomena? And I know, and Carl and Greg both know, when we were down here again earlier on, we were witnessing all sorts of strange stuff. We had cutlery from over there.
Yeah.
On the floor.
Right.
This basket, no one nudged it because Greg was right over here.
Oh, okay.
That flew and went into here.
Right.
We had wooden spoons, we had all sorts of things happening. And it was each time, again, when we said, right, come on, let's go and let's walk out.
Right.
And then something would happen.
Okay. Well, if something would like to present itself now, a plate fall off the wall or a basket be thrown in front of us, then that'd be absolutely fantastic.
It would be amazing, wouldn't it?
But, you know, we'll hold out for it, I suppose, at some point.
Well, and also we're going to be putting locked-off cameras out.
Okay.
Upstairs in the lavish area, as I like to call it, and down here in the kitchen. And hopefully we'll catch something on those cameras.
Well, that's great. We can't be in two places at once, so they can be our eyes and ears for us as well. Whoa, there we go.
Whoa, nice.
Right, and that's behind you, Greg.
Yeah, that was behind me.
They can be our eyes and ears for us as well. Whoa, there we go.
Whoa, nice.
Great, we can't be in two places at once, so they can be our eyes and ears for us as well. Whoa, there we go.
Whoa, nice.
They can be our eyes and ears for us as well. Whoa, there we go.
Whoa, nice.
Right, well, look.
Assuming came from somewhere over there.
Brilliant. Let's have some more of that. Oh, well, look, all the knives
Yeah,
knives
but they're
are
all over there.
here. You see, this is the frustration. I was looking at you, I was talking to you, the cameras are looking at us. You can't predict it, and this is what I was saying earlier, you know, it's frustrating. You know, we want to see something by chance. pick up and move in that respect. And as I was saying, the locked off cameras, the GoPros, they can be our eyes and ears in that event.
I mean, sorry, I'm being quiet because I'm just trying to figure everything out. I mean, for years we've been doing this, and you're quite right. You know, it'd be lovely to get it, and it is. We have had stuff caught on camera, but this is a prime place for it, isn't it? It's almost like it's bubbling up. You know. Well, please, if you can hear us, do more for us, please. That would be great. If you can hear me now, can you move something again? Can you make a noise or just move something now for us? I think we should walk out of this area. Again, like I say, we'll put the locked up cameras on. Let's go to the courtroom because that's where we're going to set up our... Well, that's where you've already set up the EVP, haven't you? Let's see if anything happens when they leave. It's dark down here, isn't it?
Bloody hell, yeah.
Anything? Nothing? Yeah?
Oi! Where's what? Ah, another. That's a fork. This really is frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah. And it can keep happening.
Yeah.
It can keep happening and happening. And you kind of become a little bit blasé to it. The more times it happens, and in the end you kind of go, yeah, okay, let's... And you walk out and you think, hang on a minute, people have wanted...
Thought I heard a knock on the table there, did you?
And something else that happened to me and Greg, it wasn't on camera, but we were in here and all this stuff had happened and we heard footsteps or as if somebody was in the corridor, didn't we?
Yeah. I came down here after that, I haven't told you this yet.
Oh, yeah.
And I was getting the radio mics and picking the lights up and stuff, and I swear to God someone was watching me. It was like there was someone at the end of the corridor just sort of... And it was like shuffling noises, like someone there just going like that.
I don't know how you lot can wander around on your own after all this stuff's happened. Come on then.
Okay.
How dark is it? Look,
No. We don't mind the dark, do we?
Well, no, not really.
So here we are.
Right, so you've been busy then.
Yeah, set all this up whilst you were in the kitchen earlier on today. And 3 ages of technology, the old Bakelite valve radio, which takes forever and an age to warm up just to get any sound out of it. The 70s open reel 1/4-inch tape machine, and the modern day laptop computer with an editing program.
You see,
installed.
To me, EVP is very, very important. And if you get it right, the results can be fantastic. So for me, I want to try and use as many different ways with EVP as possible. So I love the old-fashioned white noise, the static, but I also love the reel-to-reel and using that, the old tape.
Yeah.
I think that's really important. And as you say, then we go completely modern, and we've had some really good results with that, haven't we?
We do. I mean, the thing is with a laptop is the fact that it's just the inbuilt microphone that's used. There's no other external connections, and you can see the waveform draw as it records some sound that isn't audible to the human ear. So that, for me, is the best. I was always a bit dubious at first, but that's my computer. I know what it's doing.
What's on it. And we've got a microphone up there at the top.
Yeah, the microphone is plumbed into the 1/4-inch tape machine, so any sounds, I've placed it nearer the computer. So again, the computer and the old-fashioned 1/4-inch machine should effectively be recording the same sound. Now, there is a drawback to the old technology, is the fact that when you do playback, if something's recorded and it's really, really quiet, you get a lot of tape hiss, so there's a lot of background noise anyway. That's even without the radio being switched on. So if something happens really quietly, it's difficult to hear back. Unlike on the computer, you can amplify it just to be sure what it is that's been recorded. I know you like the old radio technology and the white noise that comes with it, but to my mind, this is where that kind of experiment, it's a little bit flawed. In the same way people bang on about how wonderful spirit boxes are, I think they're a complete waste of time because they're just scanning radio signals.
No, I agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that. I don't like spirit boxes at all. And I think that we've got to find a different way because we know it works.
EVP does work and it's been proven. It's just finding that way. Now, the reason why we've set it up here in the courtroom is because it's a lot of sound that people are experiencing, as if a court is in session. Voices, noises, the banging of the gavel, you know, that type of thing. And hopefully we might be able to capture something on one of these machines this evening.
Okay, well, one of the advantages of having the old school radio is the fact that if you have a modern radio these days, when it can't pick up a station, it scans and tries to find a radio station. This is basically set on an AM frequency, and it's just going to sit on that frequency and just generate white noise regardless. So presumably we've tuned it into something that's not picking up any radio station, it's just noise.
Okay.
And it's not going to look for anything else. So if any voices do come through, then okay, then it might be quite interesting. We'll do an experiment with this running, we'll do an experiment without it running, and we'll see if we manage to get anything tonight in here.
All right then, well, we'll come back in a sec. When we turn all the lights off in the building, we'll press play and we'll go.
Okay.
And so, with activity seemingly to happen all around us, the tri-era of EVP machines running and the lock-off cameras set, it was time to start the investigation into the judges' lodgings.
For a second.
To start our investigation, I went with Glenn to the courtroom to view the EVP that had been running all day, whilst Carl took Greg and Fred to the kitchen.
We're downstairs in the
This is nice.
kitchen area. Now, this is where we were before, wasn't it?
Yes. So down this corridor and to the right is where the kitchen was, where everything was being thrown around earlier on.
This is like going back in time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can smell bluebell. You know, the old metal polish.
Ah, this is where we had stuff happen in when we, wasn't it, Greg?
Yes. Yeah, we were in here earlier and there was stuff going all over the place. There were knives and forks and stuff on the side over there, and they were clattering all over the place. There was a basket over here. And I was doing some filming and I sort of stepped back and the vet said, well, watch out for the basket. So I moved around the basket and made sure it was back where it was. And then as I came round here, this basket, it wasn't just teetering on the edge. This basket flew over here and literally ended up like that. I just heard an almighty clatter. So it just ended up there. I know, yeah, let's hope that doesn't go flying now. So if there's anybody here... Already, what was that?
What was that? What was that? What was
That
that?
came up there.
What was that?
I saw that fall. I saw that fall.
Well, no one's up here. I've
No
got
one's
that on
up here.
camera.
We were walking towards. Were you pointing the camera at us when that happened?
I think I was sort of this way. I don't know.
So if there's anybody here. It's not already. What was that?
What was that? What was that? What was
That
that?
came up there. It's not already. What was that? It's not already. What was that? Because I saw with my eyes, I don't know where this was previously, whether it was there or there, I saw that hit the...
And when looking back at the footage and slowing it down to 20% of its original speed, the spoon does indeed seem to fly from the dresser. This poltergeist activity seemed to put Fred on edge.
I'll tell you what,
Just like that.
I hate kitchens because we've had experience where knives fly all over the place.
Well, there's a fine selection just here.
Yeah, I'm not worried about those. I'm worried about this over here. There's a big axe.
Yeah,
and,
the hatchet.
and on the table here, there's some pretty awesome things on here. Look.
Yeah.
So be careful what we're, you know,
No,
be
absolutely.
careful because we've had it before, haven't we, Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, you just come in. And Glenn and I have seen that the EVP has come to the end of its...
What was that? Hang
Right.
on, I've got to investigate what that noise was.
I think it might have been the door just closing behind us slowly.
Downstairs. Greg? Greg? Just not Greg.
Right, I think it's one of the things that, you know, for me, it's like, do your worst. Do the worst you can possibly do to me. I mean,
I'm just
obviously.
saying, you know, be careful.
But I don't want.
They're going to come flying, I reckon.
Okay, if you're here, can you move something else? Can you touch one of us?
You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that, yeah. Over here somewhere.
Are you feeling that? It's almost like a static charge.
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
It's in the air, isn't it?
Okay.
Shall we see what we've got?
Let's listen back.
Can you sit down?
Yeah. Shift up, good buddy. Wait with you for a moment. There's something here. This is where we're leaving. The room
Oh,
earlier.
I'm getting a bit of flary flare.
Hello?
Oh my God. That was really loud. Wasn't that loud?
It was very loud. Come on, we've got monitoring to do. Right. So this is going to be fun. We're listening out for EVP while things are being
Happening.
slammed around us. Let's have a listen up to a bit further because where it's nice and quiet here. There's potential for some kind of activity. Let's just highlight that and I'm going to amplify it.
Your hair's in the back of your neck again and everything. If there's somebody here with us, can you throw something else? That was brilliant. That's exactly what we're after. Can you throw something else? Can you knock something over? Can you affect one of us?
Yeah, can you knock one of us over? It's weird, isn't it? It's one of those. It feels like it's the anticipation of something.
Yeah, very, very much so.
I can definitely feel something around me.
Yeah.
Can you?
I got this earlier on. We'd come down, we'd done a best piece to camera, and I'd come back and I was.
Let's come towards. Let's come towards us.
That's a rolling.
That came
There was a rolling pin
The
on
rolling
here.
pin was on here. It was on here with this one. I'm sure.
Serious?
Ah.
It was on here. I'm
Well,
sure.
So that can't be any of us because we were all over this
There's
side.
another one here as well.
We were all over this side.
And I turned straight away. And I caught the end of it rolling, and it was. Where is it? It was rolling towards us.
Are you? Were you a servant in this kitchen? If you were, tap twice for yes. Were you a servant here? Were you a scullery maid or a lady's maid? Tap twice for yes.
What's that there?
Warehouse point. Okay. Good shout. Let's amplify it.
What's that noise?
Just amplifying it.
No.
Have you just heard?
Noise up there. Did you not hear that?
No.
Are you not hearing that?
No. What are you getting?
Scratching.
Who'd be scratching in a
Can you
courtroom?
not hear that noise?
Where are you hearing it from?
Behind you.
It must have stopped now.
Is there anybody here? Twice for yes. Anyone here with us?
Did you
Come
yeah,
forward.
I heard that.
Did you hear that?
I heard it earlier when we was picking the kit up. It was like little noises in the corridor, and then almost as if someone had come in the room with you, like someone was standing just outside waiting for you, and the sense that you're just being watched.
But it's one of the things that Yvette was saying. You know, when we first came round, it's like you're being followed.
Let's listen back to what you thought this was.
Oh, sorry, I've got to turn that off.
Still moving, no?
Well, what was that?
Hear that?
What was that? Yeah, I did.
Was that the rolling pin again?
Rolling pin's at the end. Now that rolling pin's right at the end, so I'm going to push the rolling pin right back,
Yeah.
so it can't. Yeah, just in case because it could have rolled off.
Yeah. If there is somebody hearing us, can you please keep doing what you're doing? Make things.
Look at that.
Fly
It's
through
moving
the air
a little bit
before-
more, you know. It's moving a bit heavier now to what it was a minute ago.
How are you feeling, Greg?
I'm feeling all right. I'm not feeling threatened. I've certainly got a sense of anticipation. The hair on the back of my neck's going up.
How are
It's
you
like
feeling, Fred?
Static
I'm
charge.
feeling like it's not anything to be frightened of in this part of the building. It's like a happy sort of servant that was down here in the kitchen. They used to make the pastry and do various things. That's what I think, because it feels nice, I think, around me.
It just feels mischievous, doesn't it?
Yeah, I
rather
can
than
feel something around me.
rather than
definitely, but
evil.
it's not.
Let's turn the white noise on. There it is, it's playing now. Ooh. Sounds good. Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yep.
Little old radio. Right, should we press play on there then? Record.
Do a new file? No. So.
Oops, it's me. Sorry. Hello? Is there anybody here?
Join us next time for part 2 of this incredible investigation as the judge's lodgings continues to reveal its true horror.
That door just closed.
There's a man in a corridor. We are being followed by a man. Until next time, sleep tight.